traders and friends, how are you? This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks, and yes, today is Friday. Finally, we've made it here. It's the 11th, or it's 20th of November. 20th of November. Friday's here. All right. So for a lot of us, today's payday. What we'll do is be closing out positions and collecting profits. We did that a little bit yesterday too. I got to tell you, Solo was killer. Finally closed all of Solo. Here, I should just bring Solo up. There we go. Finally closed all of Solo with a 68.5% profit. While I'm here, I have a question that I would like to answer. One of the subscribers to our YouTube channel asked a question on Solo, and the question was, isn't it kind of risky to trade Solo? We're kind of far away from the T-line. Okay, first, the T-line, this is the black line right here, and this is the 8 exponential moving average right there. Well, when we bought it, we were in here, so no, it's not too far. It is too far today, however. Now, today, no way. I mean, it is way too high to be trading up here today. But when we got it, it was right here, so it was pretty close to the T-line. Now, it is true that it's a bit parabolic, and that might have been not so good for some traders, might not have wanted to get in that. What I was looking at is the fact that we made this nice little consolidation right here, and we broke out. So my stop was relatively short. Worked out very well. Solo was a big moneymaker yesterday. So thank you for the question. I hope that answered it, and I'll try to, if you have more questions on it, please just drop me a note. Be glad to answer. Okay, thanks. Also, too, I had several requests for doing a video on how I use the volatility stop for stops, and using the daily and or the 3-bar chart. So I'll put that together. I will put that together and I will get it out. So I think that's a great idea. I think that would be a terrific thing to do. Might help a whole lot of people. So I'm on it. All right, I'm on it. Okay, let's take a look at the SPY. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, okay? If you gave us a thumbs up yesterday on yesterday's video, thank you very much. Please do it again on this one. We really appreciate it when we get those thumbs up. It's kind of like a pat on the back and attaboy. And everyone likes that. So, thanks. I appreciate it. And thanks for all the comments. Okay, so here's the SPY. I put a little note out last night on social media, our Twitter. We have a Twitter channel. I have both a personal and a business Facebook channel and LinkedIn that anyone can belong to. So if you want to subscribe, please do. Anyway, I put a note that if we fall below the T-line, if we close, too far below puts us down to the point where we can't crawl back up and we need to pull back further. We could see price, down into this area pretty easy. I have lowered my danger zone a little bit. It was up a little higher. I have lowered my danger zone to about the 17 EMA here. But more than anything, what I'm looking at is touches. So, there's a touch, here's a touch, here's 2 touches. Then we come over here. That's close enough. Touch, touch, touch. And then, of course, over here. So we have a lot of touches right there, so it shows that there's some arguments between the buyers and the sellers. The argument here was we couldn't go higher, and then the argument changed, and we did go higher, and now we're holding above that line of argument right there. So as long as we hold above 351.18, 351.20, then I think we're fairly safe. Now, I don't really want price to get below this T-line because just mentally for me, that's going to cause me some grief and have to make me really think about what I'm doing. And of course, up. I've also raised that line a little bit. It was down. Whoops. We'll put it back right here. We'll put it right here. That's where I want it. It was a little bit lower. but I have raised it up a little bit, 359.90. Might as well even call it 360. In this area right here, just sloppy. This is choppy, sloppy trading. This is where you get your fingers, little slices on your fingers and your toes and your nose, and you want to be careful with that. No one likes those little paper cuts in there. So above, I think we're good to go. Below, we're not so good to go. All right, let's take a look at some trade ideas. We'll start with Twillo. Hey, look, I want to remind everybody that the COVID cases are rising. I was reading, my wife was reading to me last night an article that our local hospital here is just filling up here in Springfield, and across the country it is. Across the country, there's a lot of places that's putting curfews on, really contemplating how much of restaurants, movie theaters, things like that they want to open up, sporting events, whatnot. Look, it's getting worse out there. It really is. I just want to reach out and just ask everybody to be careful, okay? Look, it's no fun getting sick, and I've talked to a couple people. I know people now. In the beginning, I didn't know people that have had it. I know people now, and it's not fun. It's not fun. So, it's just no fun getting sick. So please, let's mask up. Let's be careful. Let's wash our hands, and let's just do that and help everything out. Okay. All right, Twillo. So I'm looking at Twillo here, and Twillo needs to break out. Now, there's no doubt about that. It looks like it's opening up higher this morning, so I kind of like that idea. So I think we're getting with the program here. We're down. By the way, one of our members pointed this out to me yesterday, so thank you. Here's the 50-period moving average. We're back above the Trendicator, the red dots and green dots, okay? Back above that. We've got a green dot yesterday. Back above that 288.75 area. So let's put the buy box in here, and I kind of like that right in there. So inside this area here, we might consider using 288.75, below that, just ever so slightly below, as the stop. And then we've got some targets up here. Pretty, not a big money maker, really. What is this? About 4%, followed by about 9.5%. And then, of course, if it breaks out and challenges the tops over here, you've got about 15.5%. Now that's a good money maker. And the 9%, that's a good, almost 10%. That's a good money maker. So the real big thing here is now that we've broken out, watch for a little bit of consolidation. This is what I'm doing. See, this is what I'm doing when I'm talking here. I'm setting up my trade plan. I'm verbally setting up my trade plan for the trades that I put on the watch list. These trades are good for both stocks and options. Now, some of these stocks, they won't have options for them, and they will be stock trades, or the options won't be very good. So they would be stock trades. Another thing is the stocks that I put out here, there's no urgency. There's just no urgency to them. We don't day trade. We don't scalp. We don't hurry up and get in this before it goes up. My God, it's going to go up. I want to make all that money, We don't do that. And that's what these charts are not. That's not what I look for. I look for charts that are good for, anywhere from 3 to 5 days to 3 to 5 weeks. Price could hold in this area for 3 weeks. Bounce around like that 3 weeks before it actually moves up. So we have time. We have time. It doesn't have to be urgent to do anything. All right, next one I've got, and this is another one that was posted by one of our members here at Hit and Run Candlesticks. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. This WIMI, this is a $6 stock, so a lot of people like to trade these stocks. Probably won't be options on this, so this is a stock trade. Here we've had a big pop up yesterday. Look at the volume. It's excellent. This chart pattern right here, Pretty nice chart pattern where we're down and then we move sideways and then we're up. That's called a cradle pattern. A cradle pattern. That's bullish in that shape right there. So we have cleared that 630 area. So very happy with that. I see targets up here around 715, then around 815. The buy area would be in this area right there. And again, that 730 area close to it would be a stop area. TUP. TUP is acting excellent up here. Very excellent. Here we've broke out 3 days ago, and then day before yesterday, didn't particularly like that candle at all. That was actually signaling maybe a little bit of weakness, signaling that there might be more sellers out there than buyers. Then the next day, which was yesterday, the buyers came back and held it right back up. So I think we're in good shape now. 33.10 for a stop, 40.85 for a target, and it can certainly go higher. Okay, this is just a place I put in there for possible profit taking. As far as a entry goes, I love inside days. And the inside day I would be looking for is based on this first candle. Now, you can certainly use that candle, but I like the first bar. The bar that gets your attention. I like an inside day of that. It doesn't have to be the next day or the next. It can be further over. Now, right now, it looks like we're opening up right at the very top. So maybe we don't get an exact inside day buy. Maybe early here this morning it dips down a little bit and we put the buy in there. That's possible. Any one of these days certainly could have been bought, but I think it's time to give it some attention now. So we'll watch sharply for an entry on this, and I'm not opposed to a breakout either. Buying a little higher just means we have to adjust our stop a little bit. Etsy, again, this came from one of the members in the trading room. Thanks everybody for posting and us talking about some of these charts yesterday. Appreciate it. So Etsy has been down, and now what it's doing is creating this bottom. It's trying to carve out a bottom is what it's trying to do. Now, I can clearly see that we have a downtrend we have to deal with. So where are we going to draw the line? Here, here. You know what I think I'm going to do is just not draw that line, because there is a bit of, well, where exactly do you put it? I like the bottom. If you take a look at the chart here, a nice trending chart, excellent. We can come over here and put a trend line in there like that. I think that's great. So we've got this pullback. Here we're starting to move up. We have a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. So we've got an inverted head and shoulders here. A lot is looking good here, a lot. We're over the Trendicator, green dot. We're over the 50-period moving average. That's this blue line. A lot going on here that's good. So I think what I'm going to do is put the buy box in. We're going to just wrap it. Oops, try that again. We'll wrap it around yesterday's candle because, well, that's just the way we do it. It's what we always do. So you can see we're opening up the upper end. So I'm going to go ahead and just raise that because, well, that might just give us a better, might be able to see that entry better. So in here as a buy in the buy box, 144.80 followed by 154.80 followed by a possible breakout for profit zones. 129.13, 129.15 down here for a stop. If it is bought higher, then we'll have to adjust the stop because I don't want a 7% stop. So the higher it is, we'll have to adjust the stop. And I'll be using using price action to find where to stop, put that stop. I'll look at the 3-bar chart. That helps me do that. And I'll also be looking at the volatility stops on both the daily and the 3-bar chart. And I will make a video on that, on how I do that, okay? I will get that done. Another chart is NBR, the oils, energy, still looking good, still looking great. So I like the way we actually had shooting star day before yesterday. That could have turned out bad if there was follow through to the downside. But the bulls chose to step back in and hold it up. So right now I'm liking 43.40, 43.45 as a stop. I'm liking 54.75 as a target, followed by something, we'll probably look something at the 67.60 up here. And I like the idea of having the buy box right there. Very nice. That's a very nice looking chart. Up, you can see right here we broke out. Let's put a little line there. There we go. There we go. So we went up and made a top. We went up and topped, and we broke out. So I think this chart is excellent, and I'm very happy to have this on my watch list. So I'll be looking for an entry there. TMX. TMX may be setting up. Now, TMX is opening up just about at these highs. So let's just put that buy box. We'll wrap yesterday's candle. We'll come down to the stop here. So inside this area is the buy area. Now, if you buy it at the very highs, the stop down here is about 3.15%. Now, that's perfectly fine by me. If you find that's too far, you can just adjust that stop up a little bit. So here we're looking at about 6.5%, followed by 11%, and then possibly higher. But we'll climb this tree we'll climb this money tree one branch at a time and pick our money off as we go. FCX, Copper Freeport. Man, this thing has been a hot stock. Been talked about. It's been traded. We've made a lot of money on it. I know a lot of folks that have made a lot of money on it. Well, here we put in this high, failed, we pulled back, and now we're back up here. This right here, this is a pop out of the box. This chart pattern right here. Let me put a little thing around it. There we go. Well, that's the pattern we're looking for is a pop out of the box. That's the box. We're looking for the pop, okay? We're looking for the pop out like that. So I think a good place to put a buy box would be something like that. And we're going to wrap that a little bit. And I bought this yesterday, by the way, so I'm already long. If we do see that pop and maybe a little consolidation, I just might add to it. But if it pops and goes, then I'll just live with what I have. And we'll look for that 2290 followed by 2450 up here. So looks like we're opening up, about this area here, about 2140 or so. Stop here at, what is the stop? About $20.85. So that's what we'll be using, maybe a little below that for the stop. The last one I have here is PSX. PSX is looking great. It is a rounded bottom breakout. We've rallied up, we pulled back, and now we're starting to get back into that rally with a low high. We've got a higher low, and we've actually made a higher high here with this candle. Volume is excellent. We're over the 50-period moving average, so we're looking at the 200. Here, I'll go to this chart. There we go. This is a rounded bottom breakout chart. So I'm looking for, if we buy this, what will happen is the buy will be in this area right here, right there. And then possible targets going up will be right here, somewhere around that blue line or around the dotted deuce, followed by the 3120 area, followed by the 200 period moving average up there. So those are some profit targets for you. There's some stops for you. So you can see what we're doing with the Road to Wealth account. Now the Road to Wealth account, it's up, well, it's up over 70% now in about 2.5 months, coming up on close to 3. Not bad, not bad. And this is exactly what we do. This is exactly how I trade. And this is exactly how I teach the folks that take one of our trials, become a member, or take a coaching class. This is exactly what I teach them, the same thing. So you too can grow your account. Hey, it is Black Friday. We're going to start our Black Friday today. And if you are interested, we do have little Black Friday specials. Just take a look down at the links down below. I'll have a Black Friday special down there, and it is for a lifetime membership. Lifetime membership includes not only membership it's Hit Run Candlesticks lifetime membership. So you know, one-time pay. You never pay for anything else. It also includes all ebooks, all courses, everything in the past, everything in the future that is produced by myself or Doug Campbell. You'll get all access. Any future paid workshops you will have access to that are produced by, hosted and produced by Doug Campbell or myself, Rick Sadler. So anyway, if you're interested, click on that link below. One payment pays for everything from now on. Hey, thanks a lot. We'll see everybody in the trading room. Happy Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend.